Hey, what's up, and welcome to the 7th edition of ÜWattch. As always, it is me, Jace, the face taking up all the space, even though this is audio only, joined by my, I don't know what ascends lesbian life partner. My...
lesbian life partner, yeah?
Yeah! Squeak, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Like, sorry, I couldn't think of a title higher than my lesbian life partner. I feel that's quite a high title.
It's quite a high title. I just don't understand the whole, you have a penis, I have a penis. Where's the whole lesbian bit come into it?
What have you got against lesbians?
Nothing. I'm just saying.
You should be a proud lesbian.
It's the incorrect title, is all.
Okay. I don't really know where to go with this. I'm trying to think of something funny, but I've got nothing. So let's move on. Squeak, how's your week been?
It's been alright. I'm still sucked into Fallout 4.
You're still one with Fallout, yeah?
Yeah, I've literally not played anything else still.
Well, as I say, I'm quite happy that I've been able to get into it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It is just... But I find on this one, there's a lot more, like, jump scare, screamy moments. I don't know if you've noticed in Party the amount of time that I squeal.
I have, but I haven't noticed those moments. But maybe I'm just hard as nails.
Oh, yeah, hard as nails. But yeah, no, it was just things like, I think it was yesterday, like, I met my first behemoth, and I thought, okay, that's cool, I'll send my companion to deal with him. I stood in the distance, just firing at him with a sniper rifle and stuff. Then he threw a fucking rock at me!
Yeah, they're not.
And it's one of those where, like, you know when you're zoomed in on the scope, and, like, I've seen his arm move, and I'm like, what is he doing? And just see this massive thing come towards me, just smash me. Take off, like, the legs on my power armor. But yeah, still into that. I'm waiting for the next big thing. But I don't think there will be anything, will there, really?
That's it, like, Fallout 4 will have ruined us.
I mean, the thing is, you were mentioning earlier that the Gears of War Ultimate Edition has finally become Ultimate.
I said we got all the gears.
Yeah. And is that not because of the Ultimate Edition?
But no, it's because the backwards compatibility has finally come out, and they've siphoned off all their old games that they're not going to make money on to us. Right.
See, the thing is, I guess it's one of those where they've done it, packaged as the Ultimate Edition, but they've been really lazy and not packing it into. Yeah.
Because the thing is, the Ultimate Edition is a remastered version. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the textures and the quality of it. Whereas they've just, for the rest of it, it's just like, just take that, be happy. And I'm never happy, so really
I hadn't noticed.
Really,
if there was somebody that was rainbows, sunshines, and unicorns, I think you'd be the guy.
But yeah, really and truly, I don't know how they expect me to be happy with that. Like, I mean, I've got like, I didn't play Gears of War, the Judgment one, but I've got that. I'm still not happy. I think I'll play it, maybe if I get a break between Fallout 4, but. I want to know how they're going to do the mods for Fallout.
Yeah, that's going to be good. It's interesting.
The next big thing.
Because it can kind of, it can set the trend for other games. But it's like, what's the process for the mods being allowed? Because obviously with a PC game, you can go to whatever website if they host mods.
Yeah.
And then just chuck them on.
The thing is, there's a lot of mods out for it now on PC. And I only figured out the other day that the developer tools aren't even out yet, so people are doing mods without that. So as soon as they drop, you're gonna have like, I think the mod is always strong on PC though. Like you always have that community. You have the few where they're like, oh, we'll just make everybody naked.
Yeah.
And then you have the few where it's like, let's do this. Like
That's the thing. I love it
make
with
massive
FTL,
story
Faster Than Light. Amazing game. Loved that game. I played it and I played it and I played it. Got all the ships done, everything I could have done, every single achievement finished. Like, and I was like, oh, start again, done it again, start again, done it again. And then it was the way that I found like the Captain's Edition mod, and it just added all new ships, all new stories. It added like base stations that you could choose to attack or choose to trade with, and yeah, it's just, and that's just, you know, a bunch of people just went, oh, I like this game, but we can make it better.
Yeah, I think that's the good thing about PC.
What was the mod on GTA called? Ice? Was it the Ice mod or?
The Ice Enhancer.
Yeah. That made everything look
great.
sick.
Mm.
Oh man. But yeah, so I mean, it'd be good to see because again, games like Minecraft. Minecraft is a really good game vanilla, but the amount of mods that people have made for it that do so many different things. If that was to come to Xbox, but the problem is where.
I mean, look at the Tech-It mod.
Yeah. The thing is though, this is the thing that worries me is that on PC you can have whatever skin you want, you can do it yourself for free, but on Xbox they sell you they sell you texture packs. So the chances are it will never come to Minecraft, and if it does, it'll be like the Tech-It mod, and you end up paying what you paid for Minecraft.
See,
You know what I mean?
see, it's like Fallout. If I remember Fallout, didn't they say that the mods will actually be free?
Free, yeah. That's what I was under the impression of. Yeah.
I want to know how they're gonna do it though. Whether they're gonna do it like they'll just sift through all the shit and then release like a big download, and then you just like tick box.
That's the thing, yeah.
Or
because there's that thing they must have some sort of plan, because at the same time there are risks to people putting all sorts of files in a mod pack, isn't there?
yeah,
So it's one of those where like they could possibly even.
they will have to curate it. Like, and on another note as well, I have finally upgraded to Windows 10, and I have tried out the streaming from Xbox to PC.
How's that treating you?
The thing is, yeah, you know my setup, so it's sort of pointless for me in a way, because my TV is in front of me, and my PC monitor is sitting right next to that.
Yeah.
Along with like my Xbox and my PC are inches away from each other, so it's sort of pointless to me. But actually, just like testing out the whole actual streaming part of it, it seems to work, but it doesn't feel right.
Okay. Example?
Okay, don't judge me. I'm playing Fallout right now. And like, for me, there seems to be no input lag, but I'd say Fallout, it wouldn't really matter with that. But it's like the frames. The frames don't feel right. I mean, you can sort of tell the difference between 60 frames a second, like over 60 frames a second, and under like 30 frames a second or so. I'm pretty sure Fallout on PC is 30 frames a second, isn't it?
I don't know it down to that kind of technicality.
But
that's your domain.
Anyway,
yes, sure. If you say so.
I'm like not fully like sure on that, but it's like when you look and you turn and that you really notice the blur like on everything. Like the frames seem like just inconsistent on it.
Okay.
And it is like a literal stream as well, because like I've sat here and I've played on both screens, and like with my pad hooked up to my Xbox, and then one time with my pad to PC, and it makes no difference. Like it is literally just a stream. I don't know how they figure out the whole input to the PC when it's plugged into PC, if that makes sense. Just because it is a stream, it's not like an actual. It's not like your PC's emulating.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. I think if you really wanted to play games and there was no way to like be on your Xbox, I don't know, if you was in a workplace or something maybe, then yeah. Okay. But whether they'd actually let you do that, I don't know.
On that theme of like with the streaming with like Windows 10 and Xbox streaming and stuff, have you seen that that Sky have they had like a press conference sort of thing and they unveiled the Sky Q.
No.
So with the Sky Q, they're making it so that it's obviously they tried to go the next step further so that it's obviously better than what Virgin are offering, but they're starting to take on people like Netflix and Amazon. What's it called? Well, their streaming services.
Amazon Prime.
Is that what it's called? I remember it was Love Film, but I don't know if they called the video thing something different. Is it literally just called Prime? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's Amazon Prime.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So what they've done is they've tried to. They were saying about. Obviously, you get like multi-room on your Sky. So they're making this machine that can now record 5 things at once. So it can record 4 things, and you have to watch the 5th for it to record. But they've also tried to make it so that, say, I was watching something in the front room, and it's getting late, and I want to watch the rest of it in bed. Like, you can pause it on the Sky Q, and then if I've got the app on my iPad, I can go upstairs, and then press play on the iPad, and it'll play from where it was paused downstairs.
Okay.
So they've tried to make it so that everybody in the house can watch their stuff whenever they want, sort of thing. They've moved away from the 3D. They've got it prepped so that it can play 4K videos. Obviously, there's no 4K channels around yet. There are a couple 4K TVs, but they're set up for that. So 2016, it'd be the year of 4K. At least with 4K, you don't have to wear stupid glasses like you did with the 3D ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that looks pretty cool. So I was just thinking then when you mentioned about the streaming, it links in quite well. It'd be interesting to see what everybody else does, because they were saying other things about how they've tried to make it seamless between like on-demand and live TV, and they want to try and offer a service that is comparable to.
Talking about streaming, didn't you mention there was an app for like Chrome or something for Netflix?
Oh, it was on this website. Yep, that exists, and they were talking about this thing that you can do where it could sync our Netflix so that we'd all be signed into. So I guess we all account share anyway. But let me see if I can just quickly find it, and then yeah. So while I do try and look for this, Black Friday, Squeak, how do you feel about it?
I think it's terrible.
Why?
Because people do what they always do and ruin everything.
Okay, so are you referring to the people in the stores that are just going absolutely ape shit, or what do you mean?
Yeah. People can't contain themselves. It's a TV. That's a person. Like, I'm pretty sure I know which one you can buy and which one you can't buy bits for. Do you know what I mean? So you're kicking the fuck out of someone because you want this TV, and it's like, really? It's just really?
The thing is, like, obviously, you see the videos each year of people going mad, like when Tesco have like some crap TV for 50 quid and everybody goes mad for it. But like, what I get quite interested in is what the online deals are, because recently, I've been using it for a while, but recently I've been really into Groupon, and I think Nicola's a bit scared because the amount of money been spent on Groupon has been quite I don't want to say
large,
excessive, but I've ended up buying a drill. I bought.
Have you used your drill?
I bought a new hat. Yeah, I have used my drill now. It's it's been used. It's stuff that's getting used. I bought a new coat yesterday. What else did I buy? I bought myself another Christmas jumper and a t-shirt, and yeah, there's just so much stuff on there, and I'd be interested to see come Friday, like, will they do like a Groupon Black Friday when they already do stuff that's like 94% off? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do wonder what they're going to do with that, really, because Amazon have obviously started with their deals already.
So hold up, you've lost yourself in the sales. Is that what you're telling me?
Not lost, but I haven't lost myself in the sales because I've lost myself in Groupon as that service. Do you know what I mean? I haven't gone on to all these different websites with their Black Friday deals, but as Groupon have these deals all year round for all these services, what are they going to do on Black Friday? Like, I do wonder, will they do something, or will they just be business as usual?
Yeah.
We do deals every day. Okay, I've just googled Netflix share and it showed me the share price. It's 123.84. It's up 3.62, up 3% from yesterday.
Okay.
Not bad.
I was thinking about that as well with the with the Xbox streaming on Windows 10. You could do it that way.
Okay.
With the stream sharing sort of thing, but it'd obviously be you have to watch what I'm watching, or do you know what I mean?
I think I found the extension for Netflix. It's called Showgoers. Um, so Showgoers is a way to remotely watch the same movie on Netflix with your friends or loved ones. Watch movies together over a distance by having your Netflix player sync up automatically with no hassle. It's in public beta at the moment. Generally works great, but if you do find a bug, there's an email to send it to. It's as easy as starting your movie on Netflix, clicking the Showgoers button and sharing your Showgoers invite link with whoever you want to watch with you. When they open the invite URL in their browser, they automatically start sync watching the same movie on Netflix as you. If you play, pause, or jump to a new time in the movie, their Netflix player will follow yours. Easy. Everyone who is watching with you must be signed into their Netflix account before opening the invite, have installed the Showgoers Chrome extension, and open the invite URL in Chrome. So yeah, it might be worth giving this a test one day, really.
So basically, you still have your own account. You're just essentially.
But it syncs up the video.
Yeah, and that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I guess it's one of those things where, with us all kind of living in different environments, you all kind of have to be on the PC. Or I guess if you've got a laptop, you could be on the laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wondered then, could you? Well, I guess it doesn't matter for you, but would it be possible for you to, like, you can stream Xbox to your PC? Can you stream your PC to your Xbox? Because I was just wondering if you could open up Chrome on like your PC, use this extension, and then chuck it onto the Xbox, and then would it come up on the TV?
No, because you can't get Chrome on Xbox, can you?
But no, but I mean with the streaming thing. That's what I mean. Like with the streaming, you can stream what's on your Xbox up onto your PC screen. Could you stream what's on your PC screen?
No, it's not like doesn't. Yeah, because if you think about it, there's no actual like
one-way traffic.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess unless you've done the HDMI in sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So this Showgoers. That's something we can look into in the future. So yeah, just moving on and just thinking about the next thing, going on with the deals. I've noticed a bit of talk recently about a few more smartwatches. There's been a few things going on, so they've been mentioning. Have you seen Apple's new magnetic charging station?
No.
It looks like this little this little round bun, quite flat, and yeah, literally, apparently, you put your what's it called, the Apple Watch? Put your Apple Watch on there, and it charges up the watch.
Okay.
It's one of those things where recently, I've been getting a few more watches, and like, I've got like a little collection now. And I was looking at, what was I watching? I watched something on TV yesterday, and the presenters both had the Apple Watch on. And I was like, oh, but yeah, like I was just thinking, I have to charge my phone up pretty much every day. Like, do you have to do the same with the Apple Watch?
The thing
I was
is,
just thinking that's really inconvenient as a watch, isn't it?
With the watch, don't you need a phone?
To do some stuff, yeah. They were saying, so like, one of the things that LG's come up with, they're coming up with a new 4G. It's called like the Watch. I'm not sure if it's the Watch Urban or Watch Urbane 2. It's Urban with an E on the end.
Okay.
And they've made one so that it runs along itself. But it's just one of those things where it was saying you can make phone calls on it. Just think of the practicalities of making a phone call on your watch.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you can kind of. You'd have to loudspeaker it like James Bond talking to.
You'd look like a dickhead, wouldn't you? To be honest.
Or you'd look really cool. I think it depends on what you're dressed as when you take the call. Because if you were in like a full-on tuxedo stood next to an Aston Martin, you'd look cool. But dressed like you, you'd probably look a bit weird.
And people would be like, look at that dickhead talking into his watch. Whereas like, I think the people that get him, it's more of a sense of like, look at me and my new flashy like £300 fucking watch. Whereas reality goes, you start talking into that shit or doing shit on it. No one gives a shit if you're just doing shit on it. But if you're talking into it, they're gonna go,
ball game, innit?
You look like a bellend. Like, and the thing is, it's like you'll be like, but I got this £300 flashy watch, and it's like I got a phone. Like,
yeah.
It does the exact same.
That's the thing. I'd really like to get my hands on one. I'm sure that I must know somebody that has just a smartwatch. I haven't got my hands on a single smartwatch, and I'd like to kind of see what they are about.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they come in a few different. So like with I think it's a Motorola. They've got the Moto 360. They're releasing another watch. Their last one apparently was really buggy and terrible, and they've released it again. But like the way that they've done it is that the face isn't like a full circle. They've called it the flat tire basically. That's what it's been dubbed as, because the bottom of it is like flat and it cuts off.
like got a shelf on it, or
Yeah, it's really weird. But then you got like Apple's obviously got the square. I can't remember what shape the Samsung, is it like the Gear S2 I think it's called. They all look pretty cool, but I would like to get my hands on one just to kind of see. I mean, I know my devices are mainly Apple, but if I was to get a smartwatch, I don't think I'd want an Apple Watch. I feel like I've got to the point now where like I've had enough Apple. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'd like to try something new. I seen somebody with the Samsung, is the Galaxy Edge.
Okay, yeah.
That looks pretty cool. Also,
it looks cool, but again, my issue with that is, like, it's just another bit of screen to get broke. And the thing is, like, normally your edges are your buffers, isn't it? Like,
yeah. The thing is, one of the girls at uni, she's got it, and she was just showing me some of the stuff you can do on the edge of the screen. It's weird. It does look pretty cool. But I was reading that there has been plans, and I can't remember who done it. Oh, I read it just a minute ago. There were plans to go back to a flip phone. I think it's like it's set to start off in China, but they're going to have a flip phone that has that edge technology with the screen, and I think the top and the bottom screens are going to be touchscreen. So they're going to make the bottom like your keypad, and the top your screen. So flip phones, there is a chance that they will be reborn. I don't think it will take off.
I was going to say,
but at the same time, like you say, with people that keep smashing their screens, this could be what they need.
It could be, but then you've got the whole thing about that you used to have is the hinge. So you can sort of fix one problem, but you will have the other problem.
And I think as well, having it like that, it could make it simpler for like, for example, our mums. You know, my mum started to use her. I think she's got like a Nokia Lumia because it was the cheapest she could get, and she gets on with it. But I think she misses just having a phone that the top's the screen, the bottom's the buttons.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think for those people, they could end up roping those people in. You know, I don't want to call them the older generation, but they're older than us.
You know what? We should just take it all the way back. Bring back polyphonic ringtones. Like...
Yeah. Oh no, not even. Even before the polyphonic. Back in the days where everybody had the piece of paper with the buttons to press.
Yeah.
And then you had like the Daniel Bedingfield on there.
And then you get the one wrong note, and it'd just be like.
Oh man, I remember back in the day just trying to find like all these different ones, and everybody's trying to come with a different. Or you'd get one, and somebody would have the tune. It was just a really basic one, and then somebody would have the same tune, but with like an extra note in there that kind of added to the beat. And you'd be like, oh, I can't even play this. Just delete.
That's all the internet was for back then. Just websites with fucking phone ringtones on.
Was it like Bumblebee or something like that was one of them? That's pretty. Bloody hell. So going back to games, I mean, I purposely put a bit of tech in there because I've seen quite a bit of stuff that looked really good. And I think before the end of next year, I will probably have a smartwatch. Just so that I've got one. Like I said, I'm kind of collecting watches. And so I haven't got any digital face ones. I think my sister's buying me one. I think she might be getting me one of the classic Casios for Christmas. I say she might be. This is, I'm sure he listens to this, so this is a hint. Oh, it'd be really great if my sister was to get me one of those classic, rectangled faced Casio digital watches. They don't cost a lot. It'd be really good if my sister did that.
You know what? If she didn't now as well, she would just be a terrible person. I think the excitement over this watch that you want. So yeah,
I didn't say it, so
I'll say it.
Must be true. Yeah. So then moving back onto games, Halo 5 had a new update this weekend. They've added like a load of kit that you can get because like there's all those that how they had, like Tiny was explaining to us, like the sort of battle pack system that they've got.
Yes.
They've added like loads of new different kits and. They've added the different armors. So, like I think one was called like the Shinobi and this and that. It looks pretty cool. They've added like a load of different stuff. They've added one new multiplayer mode according to Tiny. They've now added big team battle, so they're up to 6. But it's one of those where it's like I kind of feel the game was released a month ago, Why wasn't Big Team Battle on there a month ago?
Well,
Big Team Battle is not new. Really good mode, and it's not new.
I see your point, but then with Call of Duty, look at their playlist, how they do it. And then, not just look at GTA. It sold itself on heists online, yeah?
Yeah.
It took 2 years to come out. So
That's the thing, it just goes back to this new culture of, you can add whatever you want later on. So if this is the release date of the game, as long as it works in its most basic format, we can add the stuff later.
I don't think you should be able to sell it on those things though.
They shouldn't be able to.
Because it's not there, so it's almost like false advertising. Almost.
Yeah. I mean, this wouldn't work in other avenues. I mean, if we went into the world of sex workers, if she sold you on having massive breasts, and then she got there and there was nothing there, and she's like, oh, you pay now, and then when I come over later on, I'll have my implants.
Yeah.
That doesn't fly.
It's like buying a sofa though. It's like, well, you get the cushions and that, but we'll bring you them like 2 years down the line.
Yeah.
Like,
your back support. You get the cushions to sit on, but the ones to lean back on, those are released in the next quarter. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers then.
But you're giving us all your money now, just so you know. Like,
The thing is, it'd be really good to get to a point where the thing is, it'll never go back. But the days of, I mean, it leads into the next bit quite nicely. The days of PS2, when you got a game on PS2, you've got a game. It was what you got was what you got. They had to have so much there, even though they had games that, yes, they were buggy. Nothing's perfect, but they put so much effort into making a complete full experience because they had to.
that's the thing. Like back in the day, you couldn't make adjustments. Like if a glitch was in the game, it was there for good. Like, and I mean, I think that's where it's good. But it's the sense of, I think, the game developers and publishers, they just sort of take the piss with it a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely, 100%.
Because and I half think it is the publishers rather than the developers, because I think developers would rather have a solid, strong game go out, and like, because if you're making it, you obviously care about it.
Yeah.
But I think it's the publishers where it's like EA. Oh, we've got to get this out and get our money. Like, we'll let you like put out whatever, just get it in a workable state.
That's the thing, and it's a shame really, because when they, you get the situations where when a game gets pushed back because it's not ready, quite often it just dies, which is a bit shit. But then you get other things where a game gets released where it's not ready, and then, for example, Batman, and then everybody's kicked off. Nobody wants that game anymore. Everybody was entitled to a refund.
Yeah.
Digital refunds galore, like, and it's just they just need to get it right, I think. And yeah, so I don't have one. I mean, Black Friday deal. If one comes up really good on one, I might purchase one. PS4 have announced. There was no mention of it, and it's suddenly been announced. PS2 Emulation.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's fun.
Will you be using it?
No.
Why not?
Because my PlayStation just sits there getting dusty.
Exactly, it does. But I'm saying, with PS2 Emulation, can you not see yourself, going back and playing it? Because I mean, I downloaded a PS2 emulator and tried to play a few games. I'm sure you did as well. Downloaded a PS2 emulator and tried to play a few games, and it just doesn't run properly. And I think, something like that could. The issue that some people have said though is that with the way that it's gone on, obviously, Xbox One had Xbox 360 backwards compatibility, which means that all the digital can just pull over.
Yeah.
Whereas because PS4 have done PS2 and not PS3, you have to rebuy the PS2 games.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have a digital copy of it already. I don't know if there's some that were on there. I don't know if they go over or not. I'm not sure.
It makes me wonder if they've like transferred over the PS2 library to online, like digital.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder if the thing is, I couldn't see anything on it because it was just loads of speculation and stuff that was being said. But I wonder if the discs will work.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Have to look through. So next time you're at, I don't know, your local game store, if they've got that bargain bin, and you see like Road Rash, £2, pick it up. Let us know how you get on. See if it works.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, Nintendo have been doing it for ages. Like they've got their, their virtual console. They've had that for ages. They don't have every game. Obviously it's where Nintendo basically does Nintendo games. They don't have many third-party ones.
I really want to
they've
play
had that for
Super
ages.
Mario Maker.
I reckon that's what you'll end up with at Christmas. Even though you're against Christmas and all Grinchy, I reckon that's what you'll end up with.
No, because I'm against Christmas and I'm Grinchy. You said it yourself.
Okay, that doesn't mean. But remember what happened at the end of the Grinch.
I can't remember it because it was too festive.
There was so much festivities and niceness that his heart grew and grew and grew, and then the Grinch loved Christmas. So we're just waiting to get to that point with you, really.
Hmm. Are you trying to say I've got a heart? Is that what we're saying right now?
I'm saying that it's black, but you got one.
Yeah. It's like an old, shriveled. It's like a raisin. I imagine that's what my.
I was more thinking that it looks like a piece of magma, and as it beats, you can see like the lines of like the lava underneath.
Yeah.
It's just full of fire and darkness.
Wow.
Mm.
What?
Your heart looks like Sauron's eye, I think.
Okay. so wait, am I now technically evil? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that you have the potential.
I'm a soulless monster.
You have the potential, yes.
Right.
So if you had to pick a PS2 game then, what PS2 game would you want to play? So your PS4 is right there, the library's there, you get a game, what would you pick?
It wasn't the best. Actually, you know what? I was going to say The Getaway.
Okay.
And the sequel they did, what was it? Black Monday or some shit?
Yeah.
But actually, Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, mine, Timesplitters 2. I think I've mentioned it so many times. In these 7 weeks, it's been mentioned a few times, I'm sure, of doing this. But yeah, I miss playing Timesplitters.
Timesplitters was a really good time. Wait, which one was the Timesplitters where you had that like time travel thing sort of going on in single player? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I think I have a funny feeling it's all of them. But no, I think it was in 2 was when it was like you were able to actually have like say you were over my house and we were playing it. We could set up a match and have like just tons of bots as well and just have an absolute like riot, because otherwise it was it was the age of you'd get games and if it was split screen it was just the two of you, and like Timesplit was able to have it with bots.
Yeah.
And I think that was really good, just the way they done that, and I used to love. But what it used to annoy me is that there was all these myths, because you'd see like the monkeys doing like front flips and side flips and rolls and stuff, and say, oh, if you press such and such you can do it. You couldn't do it. You were just first person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I'd love if they brought Timesplitters back. I'd actually love a revival on that. The thing is it's really weird because it's one of those games where if I went back and played it now, would it still have the same effect? Because when they tried to bring back Perfect Dark, they ruined it.
It's not that. The thing is, your mind goes into full-blown nostalgia mode, and when you think those graphics to you were amazing back then and stuff like that, but it's and I know graphics don't make a game, but it's the whole package.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'd just be like, oh, this is a bit. It's a bit.
I hate when they've redone a game, and then it's just simple things like the right stick, looking around with the right stick, and there's like lag on it. You know what I mean? Or it's really clunky the way they move. It's just the accelerator is just shit. But yes, I mean that'd be really cool if they brought back some real classics on the PS2. Moving into our weekly WhatsApp segment. This week I've been playing a game that was called Raid Brigade, I think. My iPad's dead so I can't check the name. But I believe it's Raid Brigade. It's a pretty cool game. It says all of them, straight away. You've got energy, so you are limited after you play for a little while. But you start off where you get these heroes, and you start off with one hero, you go into like the first level, and you can either control them and fight all the little minions and get to the boss, or you can press automatic and then they'll sort of fight through. And as you play, as you level up like your profile, you can then have more heroes on the field at once. So I think it's a maximum of 4, but I only got up to 3 so far. And you can keep playing these different levels, and the bosses obviously get bigger. But what you do is, in order to get like your money and build more things, you build stuff at your camp. So you'll have like a mine to get your gold, you'll have like a lumber mill to get your wood. And then you use these things to then level up their special skills, level up themselves. But to level up a hero, when you buy packs, like when you use the in-game currency to buy packs, you use the heroes you're not using, like you sacrifice them for the XP.
Okay, yeah.
So as you do that, you get. But then it also happens with the weapons. As you get better weapons, if you want to level up the weapon, you sacrifice the other weapons you get. So it does like grey is common, green is uncommon, blue is rare. I think purple is epic, and orange is legendary. So there's the 5 tiers. But then at the same time, that gets higher. But then when they get to the higher tiers, they have like more stars. So you can level up something to its max level. If you have 2 of the same thing, once it gets past level 10. If they're rare or better, you can fuse them together. So you can have a 1-star rare, but then you can have a 2-star rare, or a 3-star rare. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they obviously get stronger and stronger. It's pretty cool. They got a little element where you sort of build your camp, and then people can, like, when you do the online in quotation marks, you battle somebody else's camp. It doesn't affect you at all if somebody attacks your camp, but obviously it makes it difficult when you're playing through and you play against somebody's camp who's got like level 15 like legendaries, and you're just like, oh, this is so crap. But you have to play that fight, because otherwise if you keep skipping it, everybody in that tier is the same. So when you start off, the matches are really easy, and obviously the further you get up in the ranks, the harder people are. So you need to kind of play it to lose, to then go down a tier so that you can play and win. So it gets a bit annoying there, but it's really good. Like, it's really colourful, really fun. Again, on the YouTube, if you look, it'll be on the screen now, just kind of playing through. It's well worth a look. It's one of those games where I like a good free game where you can get quite a few hours out of it playing it, and yeah, no, that's really good. So look out for it, Raid Brigade. As always, the links for Android and... Oh, I'm not sure if it is on Android. But if there is an Android link, the iOS and Android links will be in the description. Whether you listen to it on Podomatic or if you're watching us on YouTube, it'll be there. So I think I've really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it 4 watts out of 5. I've really enjoyed it. They've got like a tier as well where they've got daily missions, and then you've got like the full-on missions. So every day you've got stuff to do to earn the currency, or earn the premium currency as well. So yeah, it is pretty good, man. I mean, it's a bit of a grind if you want the premium currency to buy the really good stuff. But they have weekly events, and with the weekly events you get like a weekly currency, and once you get enough of that, you can open packs that have the rares, the commons, and so on. So yeah, it's really good. So yeah, 4 watts out of 5 for Raid Brigade. Go check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There is a last segment. I put it on the run sheet. Are you looking at the run sheet, Squeak?
I'm not doing it. You know.
What time is it, Squeak? What time is it, Squeak?
Time for shoutouts.
Not just time for shoutouts. What does it say in capital letters?
Double shoutouts.
Double shoutouts. Because last week we had Sprees on, we tried something new with the quiz and stuff, and you know, it was all so exciting. I completely lost myself, and we didn't get to do shoutouts. And I thought, yeah, go with a double one. You know, just double it up. Double. D-dubs. Yeah, so I mean, I want to give a shout out to my old man. I'm pretty sure he won't listen to it, but he was 50 last week. So yeah, give him a shout out, because he's an old fart now. Well, he's an old fart before, but now he's even older. He's got reason for his memory to go. And the second shout out, do you remember Ads? Like, I'm sure Ads was in the party not too long ago, Squeak. He was one of the darky lot. He used to play Gears quite a bit. Yeah. But yeah, he's strong as an ox. He was in the party the other day.
Oh yeah.
Ads. So Ads had a fight on the weekend. It was the let me try and find the name of the promotion people. So it was Bristol Fight Club, entertaining the city of Bristol. So he does his boxing. He had a title fight and he won. He is the Bristol Fight Club champion.
Nice.
So yeah, I messaged him yesterday because I couldn't get tickets, and I messaged him and I was like, "Oh, how'd you get on?" He just sent me a picture of him just stood there with the belt over his shoulder. I was like, sick. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to Ads, man. I mean, he's been working hard on his boxing, so hey, he's up there, so it's good. But you know, I know a champion. It starts off Bristol, obviously moves on from there, like so good. So I mean, Squeak, you're not gonna break the form.
Nope.
7 weeks, there's nobody worthy of a shout out. Is it that there's nobody worthy, or is it just that this is now your thing and you will never give one?
I just don't see anyone that I want to shout out.
So there's no one that you like enough to shout out. You don't have any friends that you want to shout out.
No.
Nobody you talk to.
You could have left.
Nobody.
You could have left that sentence that you don't have any friends, and that would have been fine.
Okay. I mean, you know, Microsoft does name it a friends list, so I guess, you know, you have digital friends.
Yeah.
You can shout out Mohammed Fire 12.
Oh yeah. Yeah, stones people.
Oh, one of the most annoying kids ever.
I think he muted us from where we sang him out the party.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, so there you go. So that's this week's You What? Is there anything that you want to end with, Squeak, before I wrap up?
Ooh, I don't know. I have just seen this about you remember the HoloLens thing?
Yeah.
Apparently, Volvo are going to pioneer it
Volvo.
in their showrooms. Apparently,
Okay.
so it will almost be like if you played Forza, like the what is it? Oh, the Vista thing.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I'm on
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah, where you'll be able to like. But I don't know. Just have a car there, man. It's the point. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
a bit of a cop out.
And but I think this is where Microsoft do things quite well. Like Sony, like they will apply it to everything, whereas Sony's VR headset thing, I don't know. But anyway, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so there we go. Another show in the bag. We've almost hit the 8 week mark. We're creeping up on 10. We're doing quite well. I think we're on about 30 subscribers. I think we are on the YouTube. I mean, if people can share this, get people to sub. I thought that we needed 30 subs so we could choose a URL. It's 100. It was 30 days and 100 subs. So if we can hit that 100 subs, I mean, it'd be so appreciated. So we can actually be youtube.com/ÜWatt. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, I mean, like the video, share the podcast, share the YouTube clip, join the Facebook group. Is it facebook.com underscore no facebook.com/ÜWatt? Let me just check my pages.
I was gonna say you're not very good with these names.
Shut up, man! I'll kill you.
Later.
So yeah, the Facebook facebook.com/ÜWatt podcast, UWATT podcast. I mean, if you go like the page, postings on there quite regularly. I'm going to try and use it more and more. It's a bit difficult because obviously on the Twitter I put stuff up on there. On the Facebook there's not many people on the Facebook yet, but I'm going to start trying to use that a bit more as well. So yeah, I mean, like, subscribe, share. If you can get that for us, it'd be much appreciated. The more stuff we get, we can start to look at doing other things. Obviously we've got the weekly podcast, but I'm sure that we could possibly put in a next weekly video. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's just like a short 5-10 minute thing, we could do something. But at the moment, you know, between juggling work and uni and this, it's difficult to warrant it when there's nobody there. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe. I've been Jace. He's been Squeak. See you next week.
Later.